What's going on, gentlemen? Lone Wolf over here, King David. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's go with no further ado. Look, these women out here are getting extremely intimidated by our glow up, boss up air. Now, there's many names for what we have going on, but the overall collective is, it's men's improvement, self-improvement movement. We're bossing up. We're you know, mm, we're standing in our power, taking our power back, and we're not allowing anyone to gaslight us in anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, the way that look, guys, it's chilly out here, man. I have to step out here because it's warm, man. Hang on for a second, man. I gotta zip up. It is cold. Hit that like button, you guys. Share the live if you can, and drop a comment. I'm here to talk. Look, right now, while we're doing our glow up, having our glow up, doing our thing, women are chasing men down to Thailand to argue and cuss them down. Women are online reminding us that we ain't nothing. And to the ones that want to keep the battle cry going, we don't need no man. Oh yeah, they're still chanting that. We don't need no man. And the most disgusting thing I've seen is women under 25 chanting, listen, if a guy can't handle you, he's intimidated by you. Like, you're under the age of 25 and you're already chanting these crazy, talking points that your seniors and your elders, are saying. So there's no hope for you. There is no hope. And I'm not even trying to, discourage or anything, but you see us glowing up. You see that this movement, is, I guess they're feeling like their retirement plans are going away. And it's got them triggered. Now, these are the females, okay? The ladies and the women, they can't get enough. Allow me to explain. Some good water. Listen, whatever you're doing right now, you're representing God, in his masculine form, walking, on earth, little earth angel. And these women can't get enough of it. Look, they want to find something bad about you, but they can't. You don't do nothing to nobody. You don't gossip about anybody. You mind your business, and you're polite to everybody that's polite to you. Anyone that gives you any kind of crazy energy, you return it to sender, a millionfold. They'll never do it again. But women don't have a problem with that because they know they're not going to come at you crazy. So they're crushing hard. I mean, you have married women watching you. You have women in long-term relationships watching you. You have raggedy, stinking ass exes. I'm sorry. You got raggedy exes. I'm trying not to cuss. Watching you still, even with their new situations, situationships and relationships, still watching you and stalking you because the energy that you bring right now is needed. The energy you bring right now hasn't been seen in a very long time. And it's something that women just can't get enough of. I'm hearing, listen, I got my ear to the streets. You guys know I'm a seer. I'm tapped in. I'm a spiritual guy. Listen, my, man-given abilities have been heightened, logic, reasoning, people skills, reading people, stuff like that, mannerisms, things of that nature. So I'm like, I'm out here doing it, man, like Superman. And these women, man, they are crushing on us hard. They're using words like obsessed, addicted, can't get enough, gotta watch the next episode. And some of these women are married ladies. Now listen, married ladies, I'm not taking no jab at you. Don't you dare stop watching me. And hear me out. You're just watching somebody, like a television show. Your husbands have favorite women they watch and favorite content creators, so you shouldn't feel guilty whatsoever in watching me. It is perfectly fine, all right? I approve. You should be watching me. I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? And also, They're seeing this softer, kinder side to you. Now, women have weird terminologies for things. So guys, if you hear a woman talking about you're balancing your masculine and feminine energy, or you're in your feminine energy, that's just their way of saying you've calmed down and you're approaching things in a more subtle, open-minded type of way. That's what they're really trying to say. I've learned womanese, and I am good. Even spiritual womanese, man. I learned 2 different languages. I'm diversifying my portfolio. You guys hit that like button, you know. So you got women out here, because most men don't know womanese, and most men don't know women. Well, you're a Sigma, and you move in silence, and everything that you've, learned throughout your life, you don't forget it. And all this information, and every woman that you've been with, you're able to accumulate the information on top of collecting new information about this modern woman that's running around here, and figuring out which is a good woman, which is a bad one. And now you're the ultimate guy. You know how to be charming when it's time to be charming. You know how to be stern when it's time to be stern and give that real. You know what I'm saying? And you know when it's time to break backs in the bedroom. All these different things are just, it's like these women are overwhelmed. Listen, I don't care what you're doing. And a lot of y'all in the comments, y'all act like y'all are out online. Most of all of y'all are online. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. You know you're online. Y'all are at least on Facebook. And I'm going to give you a secret on Facebook. I don't hate putting out my secrets. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm an engineer. All right, I know algorithms. If Facebook suggests an ex of yours that you haven't seen in years, she's watching you. I'm just putting it out there, okay? You want to know why? Because just like any other algorithm, if she's watching you enough, the algorithm figures they must know each other, and they will suggest her to you. How do I know? I've had it happen to me quite a few times. And I don't have these people's numbers or nothing like that. Don't even know their new last names. So how in the world else? And I'm an engineer. I built algorithms. I know how they work. That's why I know who's watching me on YouTube. I know who's watching me on TikTok. I know. They can't play with me. They'll play me though. Women will try to play you. Women will try to act like they're not watching you, but God gives me all the signs. See, again, I've told you about YouTube before being suggested to me, and I don't watch any of your content or anything similar. You're obviously watching me. Oh, this guy wants me to move. And it's the same thing on Facebook, any other platform. If you're being suggested to me, and I don't have nothing to do with you, 9 times out of 10, you're watching my content, okay? Oh, we got a comment down here, didn't see it. There are 4 types of I can't repeat what he said, but my man's over here talking facts. I'll give it that much. Let's talk about that a little bit more. I got a whole video and a series coming out on this, but let's discuss these loose women. Now, that's the only thing we can really use that's YouTube friendly. And you know what a loose woman is. You just described them. Now, the loose woman, which is the female, which is the Jezebel, the hyena, YouTubers and content creators have all kind of names for these creatures. The new thing that they like to do and have tried to always do is to try to blend in with good women. And then what they try to do is make sure that all these crazy Jezebel, loose woman type of ideologies are being pushed out, far reaching past all of the women with the right kind of mentality. And I'm gonna tell you some loose woman ideology. Again, I mentioned it earlier. It's that whole I don't need no man. When you hear a woman let that slide out of her mouth, you need to exit stage left. Don't say nothing, don't pass go, just roll out and do it with a smile on your face. That is a psychopath looking to cause you nothing but drama in your life. You don't need to hear that. What are you doing talking to me if you don't need no man? You're already starting off talking crazy. Now, a lot of these women, you guys, if you have women approach you, which is what most of us are doing right now, women will study you and watch you over a course of time before approaching. When they approach, they're going to act like they have no idea, that they're not watching you. They're never going to, but here's what I do. Set up a trap. And when I say traps, this is what I mean by traps. Peep game. Give her a chance to be honest. You know, just be like, hey, look, you know, bring this up. Hey, look, you know, what are qualities that you despise in a man? And she'll say, blah, 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 blah. And then you'll say, and then she'll ask you, what are yours? And you'll say, I can't stand dishonesty and manipulation, right? And this is letting her know what she needs to do and be honest if she's been watching you before. And so what you'll do with this information, you know, you'll bring it up at some point in time, you know, hey, you know, how long have you, you watch my content or something? You can bring it up or whatever, how you want to do it. And if she lies about it and you know you got enough intel to kind of prove that she kind of definitely is, then you got yourself right there, a loose woman. You got to be really careful, man. Right? She's gaming on you already and she don't even know you. What is the harm in letting a man know you've been watching them for a little while? It's the best way to move and approach if you're an honest woman and an honest person. If you're keeping that from him to make it seem like, you know, you're not out there looking because you don't want to seem desperate, what are you talking about? Let me tell you something, y'all. If you have a woman hit you up that is a 4 and above, she has a man. She has a man. Whether the man knows that she's out and doing whatever else that she wants to do, and he don't know that he's not the only man, she has a man. I say a 4 and above because a lot of guys get desperate. I've seen it myself. So if she's a 4 and below, above, I mean, sometimes maybe even a 3, you know, a guy is at least her boyfriend. So she's out here in these streets, y'all. So I don't let any woman, so if you got like a really good looking woman that's hitting you up or, you know, notices you or DMs you or something, if she says she's single, don't believe that stuff, man. Come on. You know, it's the winter time. You think these women are out here single? Absolutely not. Even women that are going through divorces or separations or have full relationships with other people trying to get pregnant and things like that to try to make it seem like everything is all right. They go out of their way. It's a loose woman epidemic. So what we're trying to do here is separate these loose women, you know, from good ladies and good women. And, you know, they don't want that to be done. That's why we get all the pushback that we get. And again, a lot of these women the loose kind of women, their egos are out of control. So it's always got to be, I don't need no man. And they have no kind of accountability. So no man wants them, but they'll steady holler, oh, these men are intimidated by us. You know, if a man can't handle your strength, what are you talking about, you loser? I keep hearing this on these content creators channels, and the women are getting younger and younger. So I'm just trying to think to myself, what are y'all talking about? So what's the goal here? What's the end plan? So you're going to tell all the men that probably are the kind of men you want because you have this weird personality that, listen, you know, I want you, but I don't need you. And if my personality is too strong, then it's not me at all. It's definitely all of y'all because you just can't handle my strength. What kind of strength? What are you talking about? What would we be intimidated by? What kind of strong personality you have that we haven't encountered with any other male on this plane? What are you going to do to us that a man wouldn't do worse, you know, if we got into a, you know, altercation? What exactly are we to be intimidated of? Your job? I can guarantee you, all you women with this money that you claim to be making, you're spending it like crazy. Most of you don't have much to show for anything. And whatever you do have a little bit of money saved up, you immediately take a flight so you can go ahead and post it up on IG and every other kind of social media. The minute you get a little bit of money, you gotta take a flight to make it seem like you got money. Well, you can't keep any money like that, Dodo. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, man. None of these women, all these women that are out here talking about I got my place and man, they're barely getting by, y'all. They are struggling. Why do you think they're trying to get a man and dealing with us and trying to change a little bit? They're struggling, man. They're struggling. They got debt. You know, they have all kind of different kinds of debt. They're always living beyond their means. They're competing with each other like they have no doggone sense. Burning up money. You know, their retirement plan has always been to do what they want to do, get into debt, and then around, you know what I'm saying, early 30s, try to get that sucker dude, but now we're messing everything up. And again, I'm just going to bring it back to the title. These are the kind of loose women. These are not, you know, ladies and good women. There are some good women out there that are watching us right now and can't get enough of us. But gentlemen, I want you to do a couple different things for me, okay? gotta get all this in. My son's talking about he got a half day of school today and tomorrow. I'm like, well, what's the point of you going in? It was, you know what I mean? Just always getting out of school, like you always out of school. Anyway, you know, listen, I want you guys from now on, you know, you see a nice looking lady out, you know, let her know that she's beautiful or gorgeous or something, right? Like I want, when you see her out and she look at you somewhat, don't run up on her and scare, but like if she makes a little bit of eye contact, just be like, oh man, you're stunning, or I just want to let you know that you're just beautiful. And then, you know, just walk off. Just walk off after that. What you're doing is you're assessing things. You're assessing which women gave you a response like, oh, thank you. And which women looked around and looked crazy at you and said something crazy back. You're able, I mean, it's good to do, period, anyway, right? You're not cold approaching. I'm not telling you to get a phone number. Don't do that. You know, I mean, don't even pursue. You know, just step out there and just say that kind of stuff. Just to put the right kind of energy out there, man. It puts the icing on the cake. I do it all the time on YouTube and mostly TikTok. You know, I let them all know they're gorgeous and beautiful and stuff like that. It makes them feel good. The least you can do is put a smile on their face. You know, secondly, while you're out here doing whatever you're doing, you know, self-improving, you know, whatever commentary you hear from these women, you know, that's outside of whatever you have going on and the game plan you have going on from any woman, you know, understand that that woman is a loose woman. Understand that she's not here for the right reasons. There's a lot of women. Look, I said it earlier, you got married women looking at you, you have women in relationships, you know, you have women that know doggone well they have no business watching your TikTok channel of you working out shirtless, you know, but they're in there. And I'm telling you, and you're a gentleman, something else I want you guys to do. Whatever you do, you move in silence. Whatever woman messages you and whatever conversations you have with these women, you keep it to yourself. Now, you're a grown man, you don't run back and tell your boy shit. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the more you run your mouth about the women you're with, your boy will go right behind you, man. I'm trying to tell you, trust no one. And also, it shows the women you know how to keep your mouth shut. So whatever situation comes up, because you don't know what's going on. Somebody could be in a situation that I'm in, going through a divorce, not the paperwork ain't completely finalized or whatever, and they might, you know what I mean, you never know. You never know. And also, just again, whatever you do have going on, don't tell nobody anything. It's none of their business. Oh, they say there's a difference between a few, yeah? Absolutely, absolutely. I say the exact same thing. I appreciate you. You know, I gotta just be careful with certain, you know, they're cracking down on certain stuff, man. I'm not letting me put the information out. But, you know, loose woman is definitely something that can be used, and we all know what a loose woman is. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it's an epidemic, okay? And these loose women, I'm telling you guys, I don't wanna hold you too long. They'll cheat on you at the drop of a dime. They're never really in for the long haul. They're just in it to get as much money as they can, get as many items as they can. You know, a loose woman, man, I'm trying to tell you, they always give themselves away. They never are there for, listen, when these women are around you, you're gonna feel drained. They don't even have to say anything to you. You're gonna feel drained. You're gonna feel like you have to put on a show or do something all the time, you know, to keep that woman's attention. You don't know what I'm talking about, man, when you get around one of them. And what I'm letting you know is there are a lot of women out here that are crushing on you to where you ain't gotta deal with them. You don't have to deal with them. I mean, they are crushing. They're watching your social media. They're thinking in their minds scenarios in their head about how it would be to meet up with you the first time or the first date, or what would they say and what would they keep to themselves. There's women in situationships out there, you know, marriages, man, that are looking at you, rethinking why did they pick the person that they're with. Trying to come up with great excuses to find a way to get to you and not come off like a loose woman. I'm trying to tell you right now, a Sigma man, you know, the lone wolf, this is the kind of guy that all women are looking at. They're studying. Even when they get mad at you, they can't stop watching you. See, that's how you know that the crushing is real. When a woman can't stop watching you, even though some of the stuff that you say, to most of it, irritates the crap out of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, even these females and these loose women, they can't get enough. A lot of them want to, like, you know, do some bedroom action and try to break you in the bedroom. You know, they're weirdos, man. some dominating thing or whatever, but who cares? You know, what I'm telling you is, right now, keep doing what you're doing. Maintain your retention. Maintain your retention, okay? Hold out. There are some ladies out here, but it's a needle in a haystack in America. Save your money up. Broaden your horizons. I'm not telling you to go overseas to meet a woman. I'm telling you to go overseas to just see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? And stay focused. Don't give in to women that are promoting their body, to women that seem argumentative, or what's the other one? Contrarian. Always have something to say against what you have going on just to do it, you know? Avoid these kind of women. Maintain your peace. Like right now, we're taking off, y'all. I'm telling you, we're being watched. I'm getting watched on TikTok, man. And I'm gonna bring some of these workouts over to YouTube. I might get some of the ladies in here on YouTube. You know, I gotta find some good music though. But we're gonna broaden things out. I'm gonna get off of here. Man, I have like 5 titles, man, I wanna get through. But we'll see. We'll see. 5 titles. What's up? Well, it depends, man. It depends on the energy that she gives off. A lot of women like to try to sneak a stare or check you out. Some women could be hating on you while they're doing it, but a lot of women don't waste their time on something that they hate. So they might, like, you know, say something, you know, in their head, but they're not gonna. Most of the time, if they're staring at you some kind of way, it's something about you that they like. I'm just gonna be real. You know what I mean? They're not mad, but they're never gonna say nothing to you. Now, you know, if somebody's staring you up and down like they want to jump you, you know what that is. But 9 times out of 10, no. You know, they like what they see, and women don't like approaching. You know, which one of my titles I have going on. They can't stand it. They feel like it's some kind of slight to them or something like that. So there'll be women that, you know what I'm saying, can't get enough of you, but will not approach you. Like, can't get enough of watching you. They'll watch you on multiple platforms or whatever you have going on, job or whatever. Most of y'all are online in some kind of capacity. And they'll watch you. Some of these other content creators, they'll watch you and they'll make content alluding to stuff, but they'll never have the guts enough to reach out. As if you're sitting there watching them all day long and, you know, longing for them and thinking about them in the bedroom. Like, why in the world would I be thinking about these women and having dreams about them? I'm not trying to have no wet dream. Man, I'm trying to have it in real life. I'm gonna do it. I ain't doing that stuff. Women do that stuff, man. I sit back and watch them. I'm like, man, all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time they take trying to figure out, oh, would he entertain me? You know, he seems so, you know, I'm intimidated. They're just intimidated, man. Like, see, they've been spoiled so badly that they would rather let an opportunity pass them by, and then they'll try to gaslight you and say, well, you guys are going to let an opportunity pass you guys by if you're not approaching women. Not worried about approaching y'all. No, you're going to have an opportunity pass you by because you're watching me on multiple platforms. You know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You know that you could at least reach out or say something and you refuse to do it. You know, try to set it up. They'll say something crazy like they're manifesting you. Well, what happens whenever you call yourself manifesting me, and then whenever we finally do start talking, you say something crazy and I disappear? Did you manifest that as well? I'll never say nothing like that, man. So, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, y'all. Like right now, they're kind of like glitching. They know that they have to approach. They don't want to approach. They feel like the bust downs that they have. It's like, I got all these other men. Well, they're not men worthy to, you know, be in marriage with or long-term relationships, or you would be with them. So make them approach, man. Don't approach. It's the best way for it to be. When I say approach, they either got to walk up on you or make it very clear, because that way the woman has vetted you. You know that she finds you attractive and you can do what you got to do. If you do anything prior to that, man, it's just like you're a weirdo walking up on her, and she has every right to feel that kind of way. So let them approach. I have the worst kind of situation online. I got women that want to approach me, but I don't know what it is. It's like they feel like they're going to take an L if they approach me. And then they'll try to claim that they're intimidated. But, you know, I mean, if you watch me more than a couple of videos, you see I'm a nice guy. They just don't want to approach. you know, and they want to put themselves in orbit around me, but I'm not paying them no attention like that. I was talking to my friend last night about it. You know, I'm like, man, I can't tell when these women be checking me. I can't tell, man. Because he was like, man, how are you? You know, because he's like, man, you know, you kind of blowing up. And I'm like, yeah, I'm being told that. I can't really tell. I'm just working all the time, y'all. I'm just working. And he's like, yeah. And he was talking to me. I can't tell. I was like, I don't really pay no attention. If a woman is like kind of flirting or trying to get, no, you got to like blatantly say something to me, because it's something like with the way that I'm built, where I don't let what nobody thinks bothers me, but you have to be obvious. You can't hint around and stuff with me, or I'm just gonna not pay it no attention. That's part of the way that I make sure that nobody's opinions get to me. So you gotta be obvious. I can't be looking for signals, because then I make myself vulnerable to other people that might try to give me a mixed signal to shut me down. I'm not doing that. Make it obvious so we both know as adults, or keep it trucking, man. I ain't got no time for that kind of stuff, man. I'm not doing that kind of stuff. We all know women do things like that, so make them approach, man. That way you know. But anyway, y'all get off of here. Go get my package, and then get back on here and make another video. Peace, love, and light. Appreciate y'all.